You can travel with just minimal props. You've got a small cast of perhaps, in our case, I think we only have 5 singers. In the case of the Don Giovanni, we had 7 with a director. And you can, I think, really get the opera out to a far wider audience that wouldn't necessarily be in a situation to come to the opera house and see it. And a lot of these people are first-time opera goers. In London, for example, most of the audiences we had in a very small theatre in Kilburn called the Tricycle were first-time opera goers. And it was amazing that they were so captivated by it because on the one hand, you had the accessibility of the language being English, and we slightly modified our jokes and things to suit a British public. And on the other, we had an incredibly tight, high standard of music performance by the singers, and they were blown away by the voices and the musicality and the sense of ensemble. I think it feeds the intellect and the soul like no other discipline. And I think for the audience, they actually can feed off that magic that the performers are feeling on the stage. And that's a marvelous sort of symbiotic experience, in my opinion. What we're trying to achieve here is also very much a South African product, so that whilst we may change certain things for a British audience, reference to perhaps lords and ladies as opposed to Boere and Macy's and things, I think small changes, by and large, you want something that's intrinsically South African, that will also appeal, but mostly to local audiences, but also to perhaps South Africans abroad. Opera on a budget, on a shoestring, has enormous potential, and I think we're really tapping into that potential with Opera in Darling.